Hello, I am Dr. D.S. Karanskar, Head of Instrumentation Engineering Department of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University's Institute of Petrochemical Engineering, Loneri. In this video session, we will discuss basics of programmable logic controllers. Let us see the learning objectives. After watching this video, you will be able to state various components of PLCs, able to draw block diagram of PLC, able to state difference between PLCs and computers, able to state advantages of PLCs, and able to state typical discrete and analog inputs and outputs used with PLCs. Let us see what its name implies. The programmable refers to the system which is user programmable. The term logic refers to system which makes logical decisions, and controller refers to system which controls outputs to automate processes or machines. Let us see the block diagram of PLC. The CPU and memory is the main part of PLC. It also has input modules to interface sensors and output modules to interface final control elements. PLC also has interfacing tools like monitors and keyboards, just like in personal computers. As you've seen from the block diagram, the PLC block diagram is quite similar to block diagram of personal computers. So here is a question: can you state various differences between PLCs and PCs? So pause this video and write down what you think. Okay, resume the video to check the answer. We'll discuss the difference between PLCs and PCs based on various parameters, starting with applications. The PLCs are used in industrial process control applications, which are dedicated applications, while personal computers are used in domestic applications, which are general purpose applications. As far as programming is concerned, PLC is having typical symbolic language known as ladder programming tool, while PCs are having various high level languages like C, C++ and so on for its programming. As far as hardware is concerned, the PLCs are more robust. They are having ability to operate in industrial environments, while personal computers have limited environmental range. Considering memory, the PLCs are having limited or low memory as compared to personal computers, in which the memory can be expandable. Let us see advantages of PLCs. The PLCs have increased reliability, flexibility, accuracy, easier to troubleshoot. PLCs has remote control capability. It has remote networking capability also, and PLCs can handle complicated control systems. This figure shows the main basic components of PLCs: inputs, push buttons or sensors, then main PLC block, and output can be actuators, relays, lamps. In this case, it is a motor starter which is used to operate AC or DC motor. Now looking at the IOs of PLCs, the input output devices can be either discrete state or in continuous or analog state. So discrete means the system which has only two states, on and off, high and low, just like binary system. So we'll see one by one discrete input systems for PLCs. So normally the push buttons, then switches and contacts are supposed to be discrete inputs of the PLCs, and these inputs can have either normally open condition or normally closed conditions. So these are various symbols identified for various discrete inputs of PLCs. The examples of discrete outputs are lamps or alarms, relays, relay contacts, or two position control valves or solenoid valves. Apart from discrete inputs, PLC can have analog input as well. Here the example is of level sensing system. This level sensor gives continuous output to PLC based on the process parameter, that is level inside the tank. As the level rises, level sensor gives continuous linear output to PLC, which can be processed by PLC. Similar to analog input, there can be analog output which PLC gives to other devices like meters and other systems. So in this session we saw very basic and general information about programmable logic controllers. So for any queries and doubts, you can contact me on this email ID. So thanks for watching and happy learning.